All kinds of stuff to talk about today. And yes, I'm actually going to start adding timestamps into my videos. I know that they are getting a little bit long, but there's like so much stuff being announced nowadays. And do keep in mind, this is not my full-time job, okay? So these timestamps do actually take effort on my end, so hopefully you do appreciate that. So the XFX Radeon RX 7800 XT graphics card in white cooling design ends up leaking out. That's really all I need to say about this. There's not many white AMD graphics cards, so I think that this is very, very cool. They're releasing one that actually looks somewhat decent, but other than the color, there's not really much else to talk about with this. This right here, the NVIDIA GeForce RTX 4090 sees a steady decline, but again, other than that, not really much I need to say about the article. RTX 4090s are just falling back to their MSRP prices. I personally have not seen that big of a difference. Forgot to say to like the video, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment.
I hate saying it just as much as you probably hate me saying it, but if I do not say it, like 1% of you will actually do it.
Like, subscribe, leave a comment, all that good stuff. This right here, just wanted to let you guys know, if you have a 30 series or a 40 series card, go and download NVIDIA's new chat with RTX. It's pretty cool. Don't be paying for ChatGPT. Just go and grab this. At least in my personal opinion, is better. This right here, NVIDIA brings generative AI to millions with Tensor Core GPUs, LLMs, tools for RTX PCs, and workstations. This is related to that other article that we just barely, that I just barely showed, like, to go and download this. Your best bet is to just download it and tinker around with it and mess around with it, but it's RTX AI PCs and workstations. There's new PC developer tools for building AI models. It's RTX accelerated generative AI powers and new PC experiences. It has NVIDIA RTX Remix, NVIDIA ACE, Tensor RT acceleration, NVIDIA DLSS 3, chat with RTX, and all of this super duper cool, amazing, epic, wonderful stuff. I really hope that they add a like photo maker because I like the photo makers. My favorite one is actually Microsoft Edge. That's my favorite one. But anyways, this right here, Lian shows off its L-shaped 1300 watt power supply for dual chamber cases. Now, the reason this interests me so much is for a couple of reasons. One is if they're releasing a 1300 watt power supply, I'm guessing 5080s and 5090s are going to be like twice as bad as 4090s. And then second thing is because of the cableless motherboards, and hopefully soon to be a lot of cableless PC cases. I think this is going to be like one of those things that are just like going to be added into those cases. But yeah, dude, I just think that's kind of cool looking. And to be fair, it's going to be so much easier than trying to plug it in like on this part right here. You know what I mean? Like if any of you have ever like installed a power supply and you're like, oh, whoops, I guess I need one of the SSD things for my whatever AIO. Now I got to reach, at least if you get like one of the semi-modular or fully modular power supplies and you got to reach back in there, it's a pain in the butt. Or like another one is like for those of you that forget to install your CPU power, yeah, and you install your AIO, now you got to take out your AIO and all of that stuff in order to power up your CPU. How many of you have run into that problem? I know I used to run into that problem all the time. I'm used to it at this point because I've gotten angry so many times at myself. So this right here, download the Intel Arc Graphics 31.0.101.533. You guys get it. Big number driver. So it's pretty cool to see Intel starting to actually, like, their graphics cards are actually worth it at this point. There are a few games like, I don't know, there is a few games that don't perform very well on them, but for the most part, they're performing very well. So the driver support here, we got Nightingale, Pacific Drive. Game performance improvements are with Assassin's Creed Odyssey. It's an up to a 24% average FPS uplift at 1080p with ultra high settings. Fortnite DirectX 12, it's getting up to an 8% average FPS uplift at 1080p with high settings and Nanite enabled. Remnant 2 DirectX 12, up to an 8% average FPS uplift at 1080p on high settings. Intel Arc A-series graphics products with Starfield, Pal World, Dead by Daylight, Payday 3. And then you guys can see here, it's just experiencing an application crash and just giving a fix with those. So these are the games that weren't running very well, and now apparently they are going to be running well. Intel Core Ultra with Intel Arc graphics products. Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 may experience an application crash, and then Call of Duty Warzone 2.0 may exhibit corruption. 2 more games that were running into problems that should be fixed now. So, known issues. The Topaz Video AI may experience errors when using some models for video enhancement. I did not think about that. I actually did not think about that. I wonder how Intel's graphics cards actually perform with AI. Because I'm interested in AI, dude. I don't know. I haven't done that. So Diablo 4, Uncharted Legacy, Autodesk Maya, I've never even heard of that. Blender. Oh my goodness. Oh, we're at off. Thank goodness I don't have an ARC graphics card. Okay, I didn't think about that either. I wonder how stable Intel's graphics cards are with Adobe. How many of you actually have an Intel Arc graphics card? And also use like creative applications like Adobe Cloud or some Sony Vegas or whatever, some video editor. I want to know like how the performance is and if like your editor is constantly crashing like AMD graphics cards do. So Intel, I haven't, dude. I've only built one computer with the Intel Arc, and it was only one, and it was like, I don't even remember what it was. I think it was like a 350, the A350 or A2, whatever it was, or 380. Maybe that's what it was. So right here, package contents includes all this stuff. But yeah, overall, man, nice to see Intel actually stepping up their game and all that kind of stuff. This right here, Intel Arc i9 14900KS is reportedly launching in mid-March. Now, we've already covered this CPU the other day with a big leak and its specs, but I'm hoping, okay, yes, they do. All right, so this right here, this is genuinely why I love this website, is because they always do this. So there's performance compared to the other 14900s, the other 14700s, and all the other 14600s, 14500, 14400s. I don't understand why Intel releases so many different ones. It just doesn't make sense to me. I just don't. This isn't. I mean, I understand like a 14900K and then like a 14900, but why do we need a 14900F, a 14900, a 14900KF, a 14900K, and now a 14900KS? Like, I don't understand why we need like 5 different versions of an i9. You know what I mean? But I don't know. I understand like one having an integrated graphics and one not, but whatever. Intel-based MSI Claw struggles against AMD-based ASUS Rogue Ally in early gaming tests. So if we come down here, we got Cyberpunk, Shadow of the Tomb Raider, Red Dead Redemption 2, and then Resident Evil. So these are the settings that we got for each of these games, the TDP for each of these games, the MSI Claw, and then the ASUS Rogue Ally. So as you guys can see, it's about a 25% difference in the performance of Cyberpunk, and it's like a 1% difference in Shadow of the Tomb Raider with the different wattages. Oh, I didn't realize you could do that on the MSI. I knew you could do it on the ASUS. I didn't realize MSI you could do this. The max TDP 49, 21 to 53, 51 to 68. Resident Evil, dang, is that big of a difference? But either way, man, I don't know. It's new, so you can't really expect it to like be the best of the best. You know what I mean? But if we come down here, MSI, ASUS Rogue Ally, Lenovo Legion Go. So if we go to prices, we got 800 to between 700 and 800. We got between 600 and 700, between 700 and 750, and then we got between 400 and 650. So I mean, I'm just gonna guess that once we get updates for this, it's gonna start running better. But yeah, man, that's gonna bring us to the end of the video. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. Again, timestamps. I know a lot of you guys are saying, oh, it doesn't take much effort. It genuinely does take a lot of effort because this is not my full-time job. So I'm already struggling to get content out to begin with, let alone adding all this other stuff, you know? So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.